Alrighty, eFootball 22 Dream Team tactics and sub-tactics. Obviously, on the Dream Team, you have 5 preset tactics. You cannot customize it. It's not like PES 21 that you can have support range or compactness. And each tactic right here, called team playing style, really. Now, the thing is, a lot of people didn't pay attention to, let's say, possession game. It shows you the transition between attack, defense, flicking your right stick, right? A lot of people just jumps in and chooses quick counter. If you don't have a pacey team, if you don't want to play too aggressive, because as soon as you lose the ball after losing position, you press aggressively. And even the best players I know are struggling with this one. A lot of people chooses long ball, for example. Doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna just spam long balls. Idea of long ball, really get the ball out of your own half as quick as possible. Do your game, do your passing, give and go, whatever you do, whatever your style is outside your box. And in my opinion, the difference between long ball counter and long ball, this one gives you a little bit of a width. So I don't think it needs a lot of explanation at this point because this is the tactics available. Probably in the future, they may add more functions and details and more freedom in a way. So it pretty much every single one of them, if you flick your right stick, it simply explains it. There's not much into it. And if you played anything, even as a beginner level, you know how these work. Position game, your players don't make run behind the defense too much. And you have another disadvantage with position game. We don't have trigger runs. Ideally, if I'm leading 2-0, I like to switch to position to slow the game down. But then I'm still pressing high. So, at the moment, a lot of people say quick counter is a meta. If you have a super fast and high stamina team, or maybe you're playing the diamond formation, I would say quick counter can work. Also 4-2-1-3. So, your player's playing style, anchor, box to box, whether you go 3 CB, 2 fullbacks, all that matters all together. Your playing style, your advanced instructions, all that kind of matters. You can't just select a tactic. And obviously on Dream Team, you can change your formation to whatever you like. And you can also customize player positions within reason. You can change the CMF to AMF. Like, for example, you can have 3 strikers. You can have 4 CB in a way. So we do have that freedom. However, you can't just change your tactics on the fly in Dream Team. My team is trained for counter. My team is trained for wide out wide. My team is not being trained for position game. I switched to position game, chemistry dropped by 77. In another video, we will talk about the player training because everything I put out the video about talking about managers is important because they're all connected. Your managers, your players, how to level them up, raise your chemistry, make them adapt to different tactics. And also, the higher rated manager you buy, the less points you need to make them adapt to your tactics. That way you can use more points on your to train your player's ability because you can do individual ones. So, in my opinion, before you maxed out your players, make sure to make your team adapt to at least 2 tactics. Right now it's counter and wide, but I kind of changed my mind. I want to go for counter position. And obviously we're going to try out long ball as well. So, pick those tactics based on your team and how you like to play. Like, let's say if you got some of the fast defenders in the game, Kimpembe, Kolsterman, etc., you may pull off playing quick counter, especially play a diamond. And I find it really, really difficult defending with quick counter. It is really difficult. Unless you have a solid kind of a meta squad build, maybe diamond, 3CB and all that jazz, or 4-2-1-3. You guys know some of the system. I think we will talk about that. So this is pretty much your tactic. You have a preset and it explains every single one of them.